Well, there's not a lot of positives to take out of it. Obviously, to get beaten in the fashion we did, especially tonight, was not good enough from Australian cricket team, regardless of the personnel that we've got here. I mean, the biggest positive I think is probably the way that our bowlers bowled, and especially our spinners bowled on these wickets in these conditions. It's something over a long period of time that we've asked our spinners to be really good in these conditions, and I thought over the 5 games and in the West Indies, they were terrific in conditions that suited the spinner. So I think that was a real positive. The exposure that some of our younger players got to these conditions is obviously a positive going forward, and something that over their career, I'm sure that they can look back on and say that they learnt a hell of a lot over, especially this week in Bangladesh. I've played a lot of cricket at international level, and they're certainly the most challenging T20 international pitches that I've ever played on. So, I think they're the positives to take, although there's obviously not many. No, that was always a plan coming into the game. We've had to find some runs somewhere because we've found it so challenging to score at the back end of the innings. Their quicks were terrific at the back end of the innings, and we found it really hard to go at even 5, 6, 7 and over at the back end. So we're looking for some runs with 2 fielders out, some quick runs that is. And we thought Dan was the best man to do that after what he did last game. So we got him up there and in early to cash in the power play. It just didn't quite work out for us. But no, that was certainly something that we had ready to go before we saw the total. I think the reality is we know that we need to get better at spin, and that's myself included. There's a lot of players in this team that we need to find a way to score runs in these conditions. We're not asking for big margins. We need to find 15 or 20 runs in innings with the bat more, and if we can bring them down another 5 or 10 with the ball as well, then we'll get ourselves in most of the games in these conditions. But I think going forward, I wouldn't expect the wickets to play like they have here. Although we're going to get conditions that may take a little bit of spin in the World Cup, and it's something that we're going to have to look at. We need to get better in that area, and myself included, I need to find a way to be able to do that. I'm not sure that the pitches will play like they probably have here to get better against spin in those conditions as well. So I think certainly the conditions in the West Indies were really good pitches to judge ourselves going forward. As I said, these ones were a little bit challenging, although Bangladesh still found a way to find the extra runs, and that's something that we feel like we can definitely get better at doing that. Unfortunately, we did in this tour. As I said, it's a good learning opportunity for us. That's all we can really take out of it. If the batters can go back and learn from this experience and find a way to get those extra runs in challenging conditions, then that'll hold us in good stead going forward in Australian cricket. But it was certainly a challenge. It's been hard work.